Coming to you at 0800 hours, 11 minutes on December 2020. This live recording, this is for me. I'm going to turn people off. I care, but I don't care. As you can see, I don't, and then I do. I have a love. I am love. So I really care about what I say and how it comes out. But I'm coming to a point, brothers, we're going to have to really start guarding ourselves. And this is going to sound bad. You can say, oh, I sound like a dude that's been used. No, things happened the way they went. I accepted them. That's my plight. We might have to walk away from even our so-called women that's talking and walking with us. It's going to be bad because you're married to some of these women. How is your wife married listening to women that hate you? I say you because you're an African Descendant Man. Think about that. How is your girlfriend saying think about it. We come in from an area of love. I'm not talking about an area of just, oh, I'm married, so I'm obligated. No obligation. Not an area of lacking of nothing. She's loving you. So while she's listening to those women, guess what was feeding her? The curses. And this is for me, the curses, that's a part. To me, it's a curse to love my race women. Why I say that? And I tell this to one lady I always talk to. And she asks me questions. We have great discussions. She's been married 25 years. She's been married, so I never asked her age. She's been 25 years, so she's been married basically since she graduated high school. And it was rough, she said. But not rough in how you see it on social media. It was rough because she didn't know him. He didn't know her. He didn't know him. They was learning about each other while learning about themselves. And I would say, brothers, I wish I have dated other culture of women. I heard a brother talking about he married an African descendant woman, American woman, quote unquote, what we call black in America. And he dated every race. He said that helped him. And that's why I say that's a curse. Don't limit yourself. I'm about African American, African descendant strength all day or power. But that don't take away your power or your strength if you date out of your race. As a man. Because if we go on by protecting and providing, you always will be the man that's going to protect and provide. You're going to own the home. You're going to make sure you choose the right woman to give your the right. I sound like I say a white woman. Wow. You're going to choose the right woman to give your seed to. Race is not going to matter in that part because if you choose a woman of your race and she carry your seed, that seed need nutrients. What is she going to feed him? So if we already starting off from a place of hurt, she's going to feed the child hurt. If she have a disdainment for men, she's going to give your child disdainment. Because her soil is her womb. The things she eat, her mind, her body is the soil for the child. And then once that seed come out, you still have to, when that shell come off that seed, so when after the child is procreated and birthed, there's the nurturing. The nurturing is what do you give a flower to survive? What are you feeding the flower? Why are you giving? And why I say experience other race women, because you won't be boggled down. And I mean this in a loving way, not in I hate my women. Because that's the first thing I hear when I'm out with my neighbor. She's a Caucasian lady. I lived around my race women my whole life. I still do. She just neighbor. I'm more around the cultures in the last 4 years. I thought I lived out here 5 years, but it's only been 4 years. I get asked, they don't give me money. They don't give me things. They even ask me, did I eat? And say, I cook. Do you want a plate? Regardless of the food, this is a joke, unseasoned or not. The appreciation for me helping her when she was walking out her car and she was carrying something, and I grabbed the water to carry to her house, or I helped her son with his bike, or I was polite. That's actually appreciated. You know your appreciation in 2020, brothers, is called the bare minimum. That's not appreciated. Everything you do, I was saying, I was trying to figure out, when did our race women care about love and the character of a man? Because if you line up the men that they slept with, that have children with them, think about it. Think about all the women that you came across. Aren't there single African descendant mothers? Where the fathers at? Where are the fathers? But they had the nerve to say, you helping them is the bare minimum. The bare minimum. That nigga didn't even buy her a cheeseburger, and she slept with him and have a baby with him. See, that's a curse. See, you don't see why I'm calling this a curse, to love women as this way, that literally now, just because she worked at a county job, a federal job, she's working for a company, she got her own business, now she's better than you. I grew up with women in my race that act as they don't know me when I see them. I'm not busted down. I don't look wore out. I still got my teeth. I got hair on my head. My shoes be polished. My clothes is ironed. I got my own place. I pay my own bills. I got money saved. I got investments. I invest in myself. I invest in the stock. They look at me as I'm a nut. But the same, my credit is decent. I know about credit. I know about the law. I stay out of trouble. I don't have kids. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't use women. You would think women to be busted. You would think our race women to. That's not the. Sorry, if she think that's the bare minimum, you need to run away, because why if you doing this the same, brother? And I don't tell you to get mad at women. See, I'm not mad at them. I'm baffled. I'm a loss for words. I'm a loss for accountability and responsibility from their part. But you know what? Saying this is disrespecting them. Telling women the truth is disrespect in 2020 or in the last so many 10 years. I don't have to say it. But when they say something, I can say, you're not saying truth. You're grouping me in. Some man hurt her. Now she's mad at the world. We keep saying no. When men, think about this. When you take a woman on a date, what do she do? You seen her outside, you met her somewhere, you got her number, you called her, you set up the date, you picked her up, or you made sure that her car had gas and back and forth. You took her, you ate, you paid for the food, you paid for everything, you made sure she had fun, you made sure she got in the house. And all of that, what was the woman doing? For you. This is why I say this is for me, why it's a curse. What did she do for you? Nothing. I'm not even going to bring up other things that happen outside. Well, you say sex. Well, sex is supposed to be with a person you actually have emotions and feelings for, and you get intimate, and it's called love. Having sex, and it should be after this person have shown you that I'm going to take the love in me and give it to you. It should be some examples. But they having sex. That's what all we're doing is having sex. Now you mad after she has sex with all these men. Even they changed I grew up, at least for that part, even the Jezebel saying that's, the sex worker women would tell me. She say, I know I'm a sex worker. I know I'm not making love. I know this is, when people doing wrong say it's wrong, then the people that's supposedly, that's been with 100 people, they not being accounted for and being responsible for their count of people, they're trying to change it and say, what does it matter? I've been with 100 people. Wow. So you telling me a prostitute saying, damn, I know I'm being a Jezebel, and you can't even admit? I can admit when I'm wrong. I can admit when I'm doing something that don't help me, that don't help my niece, that don't help my nephew, my nieces and my nephew, and my family. When in the first place, it don't help me. That's why to get the see we don't see the curse. That's a curse. And then body shaming. Just because you can do it, I don't mean. I look at anything. Forget it. Forget it. Just don't even use body shaming. Anything that's wrong. Just because you do it, that don't mean it's okay. I tell my nieces that. I say I don't care. I don't care how it is down south, what they wear and what they don't wear. You don't wear that. Who are you? I know I'm way. So the curse of me loving my race women is where's my love back? See, that sounds weak. So you say, and then the men join in, or women will say, well, if you have your stuff together, they'll care about you. If you kind. I even hear overall in our race saying good people that don't cheat are manipulative. Isn't the cheat? So the cheater calling me manipulative. The cheater calling me arrogant. So you're cheating on me. You're defiling our intimacy. But I'm the one that have all of the negative annotations. And then you probably gonna blame it on me. I took you out on the date. I made sure you was good. The next day, that next week, that month, that 6 months, that however long time, I make sure you good every day. I ask how you doing. I want the best for you, and I tell you and I show you. But there's something wrong with that. Think about that. Didn't they say one day good is going to be called evil and evil is going to be called good? See, I don't do that stuff. But when somebody say that, I say, damn, look what we doing. We calling good evil and evil good down. So the cheater is the evil. The good person that's treating them great is evil now. The cheater is good. The good person treating them good is evil now. So I say, brother, make sure your sons experience more than just his race women. If you got daughters, I don't really like. I can say I'm about to say I don't care about the women, what they do, because I'm gonna have a daughter. Her daughter gonna see a strong African descendant, quote unquote, strong, powerful father of her race. My daughter. She's not gonna say, "Oh, that race man." If she came home with a Colombian dude, Dominican, Puerto Rican man, a Mexican man, an Italian man, an Indian man. It's not on account that her father was weak. It was on account that probably at the time, we think is all these, I look around and all these women that's talking bad about me are single and not married. Talking about I don't build, or they saying why don't, or they generalize, say black men not building. I say it in this way, and they say, what you mean? I said, what do you supposed to build? Like, what you mean, what you don't supposed to build? I said, I'm building my family. I said, my family's safe. I said, are you safe? Since you hate me, I'm not protecting you. Are you learning how to bust a gun? How you learn how to strap? You know how to conceal and carry? You got a license? Do you know how to cook and fend? Do you know how to skin a fish? Because you're gonna have to learn to survive. You know what berries to eat if you gotta go out in the forest? Somebody running you off your property, you know how to get your property back? Do you know the laws? Why are you up here dissing me? See, I'm building, because when I learn this, I'm going to call my family. They say, hey, you know, this happened. My brothers and sisters, you can ask anybody around me. Even on here, I tell you, you know this is happening in the world. We thought the mark of the beast, this is a real tangent off another part. We thought the mark of the beast was going to be this microchip. No, that's part of it. What do you think this vaccination is? But that's the stuff I warn people about. Or do you see the stock market? See the Dow Jones report? People invest in stock but don't even know what the Dow Jones report is. D-O-W Jones report. What is that? They invest. They do invest in the stock. If you got Robinhood, you still know what's the Dow Jones report? What is the international stock market to change? See, people don't know that. But they say, I'm not building, I'm learning so much information and I'm giving it to them. But the information is, you not building. We don't do this, we don't do that. Our race men don't do this. I said, where is you? You're not even, I'm telling you, I'm showing you the information instead of her saying, oh, okay, you got it. So how do we change it? No, we still fight against. Because you know why? The ideal of what she thought I should be, that's the curse. The idea of what she thought I should be is the curse. That's why I say, have your sons go out and let them experience. The dude he married to an African descendant woman, he's like, I've been with the A. He's like, they was all good. He said, but they wasn't for me. We didn't break up because I cheated or she cheated or anything that he don't know about. They broke up saying, okay, I had 2 breakups in my life out of house, or not even so much breakups. We was passing on, like when you pass on, we was moving on about our life. I moved on 2 times in my life. I met this one woman. We went on a date, and this was the first time, and I don't know how much she was feeling me because she was dating another guy. Me and her, she was telling the truth, like me and you, other guy. But she grew up promiscuous, trying to get her mother and father to notice her, especially her father. But he didn't. She told me things, and he could never catch her. She wanted him to catch her because she was seeking that attention from him. He wasn't giving it to her. And fathers learn how to learn. If you got to read books, man, F that video game, F that football, basketball game, F the outside world, F that job. Trust me, if you gotta give your young daughter attention she need, go do it. That job say you want, no. Your family ain't suffering. You got a roof over your head. There's a woman. The daughter said, Dad, I need your love. Go talk to your wives, your girlfriend, or the woman of the mother of your daughter, and say, hey, can you go? I need you to do this real quick. I need to spend time with our daughter. Now, she gonna have to understand. This is why I went and listened. If your wife, check your wife. She shouldn't be listening to women that's degrading your race man, because you are that man. She's being polluted, and it's toxicity. Like, think about it. It's pollution, it's corruption. Saying you ain't ish while she laying in the bed with you. What is she getting out of that? And I said that to a woman. I said, your husband at work, you on here interacting with these women that clear. She said, it's not hate. I said, what is it? She said, it's something that they looking for that black men don't have. I say, but you have because she said black, quote unquote black. I said, you have a black man in your bed. He's at home. Right now, he's working. He's working for his family. These are single women that's dissing men. One of these women live in your city that's watching and may not comment. She's going to pass your husband. She's already being negative. She's throwing negative aura on your husband. You about to come home and feel it, but he's not going to know because he's going to be loving you. He's going to come home. He going what you call that? Calm down from the work. He going to talk about it, or you going to ask him, he might not. And he going to start rubbing he going to be loving on you. She not getting none of that love from him. She's not getting nothing from him, but you going to listen to her? You interacting with these women. That's the curse. We don't get it. The curse is we going to interact with the people. I don't interact with men that cheat on their women. I don't interact with cheaters. You a cheater? Why you cheat? Okay, I'm going to keep talking to you to a minute. After a while, I'm going to say, get out of my face. I'm like, well, I said, you cheat on women. A man said, what that got to do with you? I said, first of all, you said you said you willing to fight for her, but you hurting her right now. That man is the women hurting your husband right now, talking bad and down on him, saying they looking. If she looking for more than what I have, why is she talking about your husband? Yeah, she's talking. Why is she? And you allowing it? See, this is the stuff I talk about when I get one-on-one with women. They think I'm about to argue. I said, I don't argue with you. They be shocked. I said, why are you doing this? They say, what you mean? Now you my therapist? I said, no, you thought I was about to argue with you. I'm up here asking you solid questions of why you're doing that. And your thinking and their thinking is actually hurting them. People say, I'm hurting myself. No, I'm talking about things that we don't never talk. I'm not hurting you talking about truth. If a group of women is talking down on African descendant men, they're single or they're married, or you single or you married and you go around them and you want to be. But if you don't want to be, of course that's interesting. That's piquing your interest. That's you're going to gravitate because you already think. Ask your woman, ask your daughters. When you think of African Descendant Man, what you think of? Ask them to say 3 or 5 words. They're gonna be negative words. Now say now do the opposite thing. What you think of white, Asian, Puerto Rican? But I did this already. They keep telling me white males worship them. I said, when did y'all care? It's like now you see it more on social media. When the brother was looking at you, he brought you flowers and candy. You turned that brother down. Remember, brothers, you was turned down because of the same effect that if you worship in the ground she walk on, and it's still, I'm 38, and it still happened at 38. Instead of her just saying, I would, and one woman, so far in my life, one African descendant woman have told me this. No, a few occasions, when I helped a woman with her tires, she told me, I can tell. And I was talking, and she said something. I said, wow, I'm helping you, and you still being negative towards me. I said, okay, I'm going to keep helping you. I helped her. I don't think it was with her car. I don't think it was so much with her tire. I don't know nothing about cars, but some reason, and I looked at it, and it just kept doing something, kept making a noise. She needed oil, and you know how you do oil? She needed an oil change. So I said, go get and she had something in her car by Grace, and we poured it in there. I said, go to an auto shop real quick. Go to AutoZone, whatever you go to, your brothers, your uncles, or whatever man you be around that know about vehicles. And go to them right now. Let them give you an oil change or something they had to do. I didn't see her again, but I'm quite sure it was worse than that. But once we poured that oil out and poured that new oil, her car got to it started driving away, and the noise kind of subsided. So hopefully she got to the next point, or she got off the part of the road where that was unsafe, where she can call somebody she was safer than what she was. And I had in another situation, I go through this a lot. And there's times, and I say, and the one woman said, why are you helping her? I said, I'm just helping. I couldn't look at her hatred towards me. But again, brothers, you married and your wife's at home listening to women that hate you. That's weird as hell. I don't have to say it this way. Parental advisory, that's weird as fuck to me. I don't give a damn how. Why would my married wife listen to women? And the woman was saying, well, I love with my husband. He's not on here. She did say something good. She said, a Fortune 500 company is losing customers or clients. He don't keep talking about them. But the clients or customers, no, they don't, because they run, this is my business. I'm not talking about you. I'm going to speak my truth. I'm going to ask you, why are you so quick to talk about me? Why you ain't come to me and tell me you was dissatisfied with your service? African, quote unquote, black women, as I said to that lady, I would want to say that to her. I just left it alone. I would say, if you dissatisfied with how I'm treating you, why you ain't come to me? And your first words can be say, you're not going to listen, because that's not how it works. Because if you're talking about can we communicate? If you ask me, can you talk? Oh, okay, cool. But if you just throwing, but it's for years. That's why this is a curse. Our race women has been going against us. That's why I made that. Our women against us? For me, yes. When the first thing you tell your daughter is to watch out for quote unquote black men, you already against me. You didn't say some majority. You telling her without the knowledge of what she should be looking for. Oh, he opened the door. That's all he did. Is you having a good day? It's good to see you again. Watch out for men. Hold on, listen to that. This man being polite and kind. Oh, she was like, dang, I lost my $10. That was for today. And I don't have the fun. I ain't saying she don't have money. And the dude said, oh, here you go. He didn't expect nothing. I got $10. You can give it back when you want or whatever. However you gonna give me the $10 back, you're gonna give it back. A gift card, $10, or a $10 per se, or buy me lunch the next day, or tell me, hey, I got you lunch on you. You bought me lunch, I got lunch on you. Just for the courtesy. Reciprocation of courtesy is no longer part of it. So you're already telling your daughter to watch out for him. even though he helped her. So that's negative. I don't know if you're really getting what I'm saying. Why I feel as this is a curse to love my race women and then be so loyal. It's a curse for me as well. I can't phantom myself seeing myself with another race woman. That, I'm not gonna lie, this is not like some slavery thing. That hurt. That actually hurts my heart. I woke. That's why I'm doing this. I woke up the last 3 days in the bed. Not that I was in the bed by myself. I woke up saying, "Man, I'm sitting here by myself. All the good I do for my women. Nobody, like, every time it's quiet. Nobody knocking on my door to say, oh, I do want to go out with you." Or even the lady, my friend, since for 6 years, I asked her, would you go out with me? She said, it was in a weird way how she responded. You got to hear it. I will give it a try to go, just to go out with me. I said, wow. I said, even my female friend that I showed the most up for, not even, I don't separate my respect level based on my attraction. I talk to women and they say, why are you doing this? And the one chick straight out said, she said, men call me ugly. I said, where are you ugly at? She's like, they just called me that. And she was brown skin. I hear that with all shades. But this one, it hit me because I was looking at her. I said, I don't think you ugly. But I'm not trying to F you, start joking with. I'm not trying to have sex with you. I said I would, but I won't make love to you. I want to massage you naked. Like, I'm doing in jokes because I'm not trying to get with her. But if she said, hey, I find you, that's okay, let's go out. And I do all the things a man's supposed to do. She do her woman part, and we hit it off. But she didn't see me that way. She was feeling sad about the dude she wanted to be with. And I said, and this is where I was getting at a little bit earlier. I know I went into a tangent and went off. The women looking off men that's sitting right in front of them. While these women on here talking about me, they sitting there, these men that they want to be with, he don't want to be with her. You talking about them. Women, I would say, like, let your daughters know, you're not pretty just based on your face or your body, your breast, your booty, your legs, your feet, your eyes, your hair. Beauty is sometimes beyond that. And that's what I told her. But this lady that was saying she wasn't, but she was really beautiful. It seemed as, it's funny how dudes I knew called one chick ugly, and I talked to her. Why all these dudes trying to get with her now? Because they saying what type of lady she was. She was being really, that's why I said my experience, she was being really good. On the first date, she said no. She paid for the tip. She said no. She bought me a toy, or she was playing the game to win me a prize. I wasn't just saying, you better win me a prize or that's it. She was trying to do things for me as I already reciprocated doing things for her that she is past the quote unquote bare minimum. Already, I was like, the last dude she had sex with, you would be dudes, sorry. See, people think I'll be joking and lying. I don't call out women. What's funny. It's a chick from my city that's famous. I know a lot about her, or went to high school with her. I know so much about her. It's chicks that we see online that it's funny because one chick actually made it, and I see her. She disses me. And it's times, and it's no joke, I helped pay her car note. I helped. And it's not like no simp thing. It was just coming from my heart. But then what was scary and crazy, how she started talking about other women, and I sent her a message. I said, you shouldn't do that. I said, that's wrong. I said, nobody know your situation. Nobody will probably believe me either, because you were a very known person. And don't think that she's one of the only, think about all these women you're very fond of. that talk about men. Some men in her life is men, maybe more than one, helped her. He helped her not commit suicide. I mean, some serious stuff. Serious. Not to have abortion, not hurt herself. He kept her off the streets. He gave her places to live. A lot of these chicks was homeless, but they won't talk about that. And that's the thing. That's the curse of loving your race. How our race women is not truly honest. The lack of love, the lack of appreciation, based on they hurt, they so quick to be against you. They take their past and use it against you. They form groups of hatred. And then the first thing they say, well, if men wasn't doing that, I said, no, a lot of men, I already said this. If I live around, I find Asian women kind of, like certain, I don't know, I like brown. I'm just weird. I say brown, my woman will always have brown. Not pink or nothing. Even if she Caucasian, you have some brown on her. If I meet a Caucasian woman and women keep saying, oh, quote unquote, they say black men, only be with white women, white females because it's out of hatred. But black women, we look for men because of love and how he treat us. No, y'all don't. Go look at the dudes that you interact with. Go tell the women all the African Descendant women that you know to talk bad about African Descendant men. Go tell them, go look at the dudes who they with. Tell them to show you pictures of the dude. Then ask him how he treated her. I guarantee you 9 times out of 10, he didn't treat her good. But then you're like, who is this dude? Oh, I don't like him. And you go look at I remember a chick said she don't want to be with this one dude. I said, why? She said she not attracted to him. People say attraction matter. I looked at the dude. He married now. Now she wish she got with him. She's still trying to be in his life. I met the dude. I said, leave her alone. He said, why? I said, man, you got married. This chick was your friend for he cool with her because of his wife. They interact. But if they don't interact, I said, don't interact with her. I was giving them like some real man to man talk. I said, dude, she said so much bad about you. And that's the thing. She's sitting next to this man, hanging out with him. He paying for her stuff, helping her out in her life. When she didn't have it, she had so much bad to say about him. But she's saying white men treat her better. But white men don't give her a ring. And then the ones they do, it'd be like some goofy, doofy looking dudes. And saying she attracted to him. It's not about attraction, it's about love. What the heck? What? When did that matter? And if a woman, you listening, line up the men you've been with. You telling me those men respected you. Those was good men. And go line up the men that you ignored. And he may not have been. How would you know? You so used to abuse and hurt and pain, you think bad is good now. So that's the curse for me. That's why I feel cursed with our women, our race women. I don't see nothing to come back to. But I know after coming up, brothers, 2021 and so on. See, you think stuff gonna happen at one big time? No, it's happening subtly. I seen the white Republicans and the white Democrats fighting each other. That's just how they say quote unquote, signs of the time. The white Republicans was fighting the white Democrat. I mean, straight out brawling. Because one was saying Biden, one was saying Trump back again, he not over. They was fighting. So it wasn't fake. People was bleeding. Then the cops had to show up. White cops looking like, what the hell y'all white people doing? Y'all messing up the whole KKK, the elitist, the hatred of the world plan. Y'all not supposed to be fighting each other. Then they had to call an ambulance. I don't know if somebody died, but whoever was bleeding that bad, they was close to death. And if you say that was just fake me in. Because I love seeing fake then. If somebody about to die and that's fake. So you can't tell me, brothers, your wife can't be with these women. And if she talking, I'm not being around no man. I don't care. No woman, no male, no female that's against me. You talking against me, I'm not around you. If this is disrespectful, if I sound feminine, if I sound inquisitive, I'm good. I got somewhere to stay. 70% of African descendant men are homeless. 48% of African descendant women are homeless in America. 70% of us are homeless, and 48% of women are homeless. Think about that. We make up 33% of the population of America. If we go by 100%, so instead of saying 33, say 100. So out of 100, 30% of men I'm one of the 30% that work, and that's hard working and have a job, that take care of myself, that still have the teeth in my mouth, that still got I'll take a bath, I got hygiene, that learn information every day. 30%. And so we're going to say 50. So only 50%. So the differential between a man and woman of homelessness is 20%. 20%. And she talking bad about your husband and your boyfriend, your brother, the men in your family. Every man in my family this is the good thing about my family. No man in my family is homeless. No female. I don't know. I don't mean by no. I don't mean they living with someone. No, they're not homeless. Why I say that one in my family? Because they are in a relationship, or they're married, or they're engaged, they're coupling, or I say coupling because I don't say boyfriend and girlfriend. No, they're coupling, and they're in a partnership. They courting each other. He's courting her, and she's alive. So they're not homeless. We don't have prison birds and jail birds. We got some people that do some things. I'll be telling, hey, but that's out of the bad things in my family that I can think of 60 to 80 names out of the top of my family here, who my family is, only 3. So I'm going to say 60. Out of 60, only 3 of them, I would say, pump your brakes. 3, think about that. That shows we could be divided and separated, but I'm there for everybody. So that person might be there that don't want to be there for that. I'm going to be there. But so I see it. So out of 60%, so we say 60%, no, out of 100% of 60 and 3 people not doing good, that only make up what? 13%? Close to the 20%. That's where the margin come from. So just keep adding on. So let's go to one family that's just everybody just doing something wrong. Over time, the rate get higher, the ranking get higher as well. So I want you to really think. That's why it's a curse for me. I do my best. I do my all. They say it's gonna come when it happens. I'm getting disinterested, and I know I live in the wrong city. Even in this area I live in, the African descendant females are with white males. They don't talk to me. They don't look at me. I can be by myself or whatever, and they doofy looking and whatever. One guy look retarded, but it's whatever. That's what she chose. That's what she want. But I know I'm a leader of my house. I'm a leader of my race. I'm a good role model, and I hope in our childs in the future, it's good. Y'all listening to this in the future. It's a lot of good brothers out here. You're going to see all this negative on our African descendant men. We are the number ones and we ain't create and do everything first. We are great dancers. We ain't create dancing. Everybody created dancing. We great singers. We great performers. We great fathers. We great role models. But everything you're going to see, you're going to just see a whole bunch of negative on us. So what I say unto one, I say unto all. It's our path. It's our journey. Use your voice. I am love.